Hello and welcome to episode 47 of series 2 of Become a Legend Story Mode. So quick sit rep, last episode ended on a bit of a downward note. The loss to Liverpool was a tough one to take, but generally we're doing okay still. We're in 4th, Gabby's scoring goals, plenty of goals, no problems there. And today we have a home game against Southampton where hopefully we can just push on in the league. That's all we need. It's been very painful to watch some of the performances recently for Gabby and Manchester City, especially considering how well City, the same City side, in fact the same City side but with even less amazing players, they've actually made it stronger in this, but still somehow we just can't quite get the same results. But yeah, in real life they're absolutely steamrolling everyone. It's quite a sight to behold. I'm not sure I've ever seen a side like that in the Premier League, and I don't know if we ever will, unless it's them again next season, and that's believable. Right, first game, let's get into it and take a look at the sides today. This is Gabby's 100th appearance as a professional footballer. Obviously, it's way more than that, but, you know, since we started this Become a Legend, 100 in. We're up to 84 rating, you can't really argue with that, but we are still yet to win anything 100 games in. Is that too long to not be winning anything? I don't know. We were on the cusp of so many different wins last season. Couldn't pull off any of them. Wasn't even involved. But now the league is definitely still within our grasp. But we're only a few annoying losses and draws away from it slipping away from us because Manchester United have started ridiculously well. Sides today, well, it's Gabby Guerrero up front, and they haven't quite been the duo, the dynamic duo that they have been in the past, but I think there's still the chemistry there, obviously. Yaya Touré's actually had a good start to the season. And then Oxlade-Chamberlain and Sane. I like Sane on the left. He's probably the most exciting player to play with, so I'm glad he's playing. Up against a very strong back line today, though. Bailly and Van Dijk at Southampton. It's going to be tricky. 2 defensive midfielders as well, dropping in to help them out. Gabby's going to have his work cut out, I feel. This is not going to be an easy team to score against. Let's get into it. So I hope you're all having a great Easter Sunday. I have definitely stuffed my face with enough chocolate to down a rhino, but I think I've got just enough energy left in me to put in a good performance today. To keep the goals coming. They haven't been the problem. It's the wins that have been. Oh, and Otamendi puts it into touch. That sums up what has been one of the worst 15 minutes of football I think I've ever watched. Neither side able to put any passes together, let alone get into a shooting opportunity. Will Bertrand be able to put a good ball in here? He will. Shane Long can't get across his man, and the mediocrity continues. Nice ball into Gabby. He can slip it into Gundogan. Great shot there from the German. And that is the first decent chance of the game. Yep, of the entire game. 28 minutes in, I believe it is, and it was simple. Gabby turned. Found Gundogan. Good first time shot, but that's literally the first save of the match. This has been awful here. 24 minutes in. And this has not been one to watch. Gabby's made a decent run here, though. We'll jump for it. And the header is wide. Gabby's first chance. Again, his trademark movement. And the leap. Couldn't quite get it on target. Oxlade-Chamberlain does well. Competes for that one. Now Gabby can slip through Aguero. One more ball into Gabby. And Bailly comes across. As I said, they've got a very, very strong defence here. Gabby's so close to winning it back. And he has actually found Aguero with that one. Oof. Aguero. Oh, that's well kept in. Should have been 1-0 there, though, Sergio. Good work from Gabby with the intercept. Hesketh back to Ward-Prowse. He can pull the strings from deep if given time. The ball goes through now to Ryan Bertrand. 10 minutes left in the first half. And that's a good ball in from Pierre. And Shane Long will get... No, he won't. Mangala does enough. Shane Long will continue his comically long spell of not scoring in the Premier League. And we will continue to have an awful game on our hands. Gabby looks to find some space in the midfield, but there's nothing there. Very congested. It's half nearly up as well. Aguero. Gundogan. Oh, looks to lay it into the path of Aguero. Did he read that? He did, but Suarez gets across. And the clearance is there. And wow. What a half of football that was not. I'm going to use a film reference here. One of the best, one of the classics, absolute classics. Those of you who are well read in literature and in the theory of film will know this one well. Our performance today reminds me of the Monstars from Space Jam, but not the actual team of aliens who'd sucked out the powers, but all the players, the NBA players who'd had their powers taken away by the aliens, by the Monstars. That's how I feel. We've got all the talent here, but no one seems to be able to use it. Just feels like it's evaporated or been taken away by some evil aliens hell-bent on doing something in a cartoon. I don't remember the plot, but all I remember was the the feelings I had of disappointment, and I'm feeling them now. Gabby into Aguero. Can he find the return pass? He can. Let's turn away from Suarez. Inside now. Oof, Suarez gets a tackle in the end. Oh, we're pushing. We are pushing him. Tadic, first time ball in. Redmond hits it. First real effort of the game there for Southampton. If we keep messing around, then they're going to get a goal, and we're going to look very, very stupid. Ryan Bertrand now with a bit of space. He can put a ball in. No one in there, though. Shane Long just about makes his way into the box. Easy header away for Otamendi. Then we've got so many men back as well. Is that Aguero? Am I the only one up the bloody pit? Have we given up? Have we given up 67 minutes in? We're calling it a day, are we? Well, I don't want that. Aguero, find him, hit. What are you doing? That's a good ball into Gabby. Oh, he's offside. Jesus Christ. Nothing. That is actually on. That is literally onside. Don't know if we would have got there. This has been a really, really shit game. There's no better way of describing it. 69 minutes in and we've had nothing. No one playing in that number 10 role at all. Gabby has to step in there, do it himself. Aguero, can he use Sterling here? Gabby's been taken out. Look at how many fucking Southampton players there are in the box. Gabby's never going to be able to do anything about this. Oh, turns away from Enrique though. Finds Aguero. Oh! We're going to have to keep trying. Gabby away into Lacazette. He'll have a go. First time, first touch for the Frenchman. And it's a save at 76 minutes gone. We need a solution to this wall of red. It's got to be Lacazette or no one really, as no one else has made their way anywhere close to the box. Gabby now away from Van Dijk. Ah, trying to work the shot. It's got to be on his own though. There's no other option. And we're off. What a fucking shit show that was. 86 minutes gone and we're off. Gabriel Jesus on, but it's irrelevant really. Both sides have decided that the point is the better option here. And yeah, it shows how far Manchester City have come in this timeline. We are a disgrace. And Tadic now can make this very, very embarrassing. Bravo. Gets his gloves to it. And the misery continues for Manchester City. Southampton. I mean, it's not the absolute horror story that is Southampton in real life. They've got a few of the players like Van Dijk that they need to compete. We just had nothing today. Absolutely nothing. Gabby man of the match, but that means nothing at all as well. And as we said, the league now, with results like this, will slip away. Quietly at first, but then very, very obviously, it'll be gone. Well, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. 8 points adrift now of Manchester United. Still yet to concede. Ridiculous. But yeah, it's getting critical now. Only just in the Champions League spots. So 3 days later and we go to Bournemouth. Gabby's still starting, although I expect he's going to be quite tired today. Really put in the miles at the end of that game just to try and squeeze something out, squeeze a performance out of this side. Gabby, yeah, he's a bit tired. He's on an upward arrow at least. So's Sergio up against the Bournemouth side with, yeah, a pretty poor back three. Chris Baird in there. It's got to be surely able to take advantage of that. Let's get into it. So I'm not sure if we were on a scoring run going into the last game, but I can't remember when we haven't scored in a long time. So that makes that loss even more difficult to handle. But today, although we're away from home, we've got to bounce back. Bounce back ability seems to be the buzzword of this channel at the moment. Just shows the ups and the downs that you can have throughout a season in the top flight. And it's been ups and downs very much so already. And Gabby, yeah, needs to find his form. But more importantly, Sergio Aguero needs to pull his finger out. Jesus. Oh, Gabby does really well to keep that in. And he's got Mane at the far post. Looks in. Oh, Chris Baird. The great header away. Lovely touch there from Gabby, though, to keep that in. Decent ball in as well. Just couldn't quite find his man. Wilson back to Davis. His effort saved. Blimey. Good start to this game. Got to say, Hamill did very well there to hold off Raheem Sterling twice. And then into the box. Good ball. Found its way back to Davis. Bravo. Full stretch. Great save. Great passing here from Bournemouth. Yaya Toure, though, puts a stop to it. And now Gabby can move forward. It's back inside. Looking for the run of Aguero. That's a great ball in from Gabby. Come on, Sergio. This is it. Yes, he wasn't going to miss that one. Especially not on a blue arrow. He's got the movement. You don't lose the movement. You don't forget where to be at the right time. The runs to make. And that was a perfect example there. Gabby maybe too many times recently would have passed that off and then looked for the run, but actually this time he kept hold of it, waited for Sergio Aguero to make the run. Maybe he's not as quick to make them these days, but if you get him in a position like that, he's going to finish it, and that's great. Look at the movement there, just a sideways run and then just straightens up into position, and yeah, never in doubt when it was a one-on-one there. Bournemouth, great passing. Every time they have the ball, they're passing it around very confidently. And for the first time here, they might be able to put a good cross in as well as Pugh steps back in. Digs the ball out looking for Mousse. Otamendi with a good header. And then it's Gundogan who does the rest. Gabby turns away from his man. Aguero making the run. Oh, turns inside. Lovely work. Into Aguero. One more ball. Gone a bit wide here, but we can keep it moving. Sterling will have a go. Oh, Raheem. Raheem. Ruined the dream, Raheem. Gabby gets it. Oh, Aguero, what is that? Oh, takes it very wide. Gabby will get there. Away from Daniele. Into the box now with the left foot. Oh, and that is a horrid deflection. But for a goal scorer in the form of Gabby Goal, these things sometimes just happen. Feels like it's meant to be, that ball going in the back of the net. And that was a wicked deflection. It's great work though. Good passing around. We're pulling them out back and forth as we should do. Not like in the last game. And against another South Coast side, we're doing much, much better. And that is horrid. Don't know who that came off. There's nothing the keeper can do about that. But obviously the dubious goals panel may well feel that this was going in anyway. Even though it took a big, big deflection. It was probably on target. And there we are, and as the saying goes, they all count, even Gabby's second goal, which although not beautiful, absolutely still counts. Them's the rules, and it'll even go down as Gabby's goal as well, as it was sort of probably maybe was on target. So although we're not dominating this game in terms of any of the stats, I reckon we can get 3 or 4 here, and hopefully Gabby can bag at least one more. Let's go. Now someone mentioned in the comments, you haven't noticed that we haven't got Kevin De Bruyne. Yes, I've definitely noticed. He seems to be the player that we are missing. If you look at the big gaps here between the midfield and the 2 centre forwards, there's just no one linking the play, and we're really suffering from that. Takes us a while to get the ball anywhere near us. Gabby inside on the right foot this time. Good save. I mean, you know, once it gets to Gabby Guerrero, things do happen. But that De Bruyne link in between the midfield and the strikers definitely missed. Gabby steps back inside. Lovely first touch after changing direction, and the shot is well saved. Bournemouth, as ever, able to put together a string of beautiful passes. Claudio Bravo with the big save. Prevents Bournemouth getting a goal back. That was a great reaction save. Didn't have much time to think about it. Corner here, David Silva over this one. 65 minutes gone. Gabby making a good run. He's got away from his man. Oof, Sperrit heads away. Only as far as Sergio Aguero. All over the top into Gabby. Ooh, Daniele does enough this time. Bournemouth still pushing for that first goal. Gareth Barry on now, finds Mousse, lovely ball into Lombardi. Surely this is it. Oh, Claudio Bravo, the game of his life. Still not cleared. Company, oof, just about does enough, and then it's a desperate clearance. We will get to this one. And now Gabby, can he find the right ball into Sergio Aguero? They're all stepping off. Still Gabby now. Turns away. Oh, Gareth Barry wins it back. Oh, and that strong play from the veteran. I say veteran a lot. He really, really is. So another game that will definitely go down as not exactly a classic, but at least we won this one. Gabby got a goal, sort of, nearly. And 3 valuable points in the league. I don't know if we can afford to drop any more points. Even with 2 games against Manchester United. That's still only 6 points, and they're already 8 points ahead. So yeah, no slip-ups. Thank you very much. Another man of the match. It's getting a bit boring now. But still, keeping that 7 rating going is definitely a target. So there we go. 3 points. And still a long, long gap away from first position. And not exactly a vintage episode today, but I assure you these will get more interesting as the season progresses. As long as we're still in the shout for at least one of the cups and the league as well. You know, there'll be more dramatic episodes to come, I'm sure. So join me for them. Who knows when it could come? Didn't today, but it could still do. I'll see you in a bit.